the way that we ride. I wanna keep you around. Every single day, every night. I wanna let you know that I'm down. Down, 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 down. I just wanna keep you around. And every single day, every night, I wanna keep you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Harris Hope and Humor. This is our Married at First Sight, Season 11, Episode 6 review. Oh,
Brett and Olivia still trash.
I got the notes. Hold on.
No, I'll play.
They are, though. They are.
Oh, can we talk about them? They had interesting development.
Oh, yeah.
They got into a fight. That's the gist. And they were having a good honeymoon so far.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed to flow and seemed to kind of do well. They didn't on kids. They were kind of seemed like they were on different planes with the kids. She wanted to wait a while. He was like soon. But they got into a little disagreement, I think, about money.
Mm-hmm.
She makes, he said, 3 times more than her because she's a nurse practitioner, and he is Brett.
What does he do?
I don't remember what he does. I forgot another part too. But yeah, they get into a fight. They kind of get into a little disagreement about that because she likes to splurge and live life, and it's her money.
Set herself
worked
up for the life that she wants.
Yeah, he's also worried about if there's any time for him because supposedly she's so busy she just sometimes come home from work and just goes to sleep. But somewhere in there, she's able to talk to her best friend and mom every day. Almost sees them every day is what she said.
Yeah.
So
he's kind of like, where do I fit in at?
Yeah. Now there's time. I don't know how there's time when 10 minutes before that conversation, she made it seem like there wasn't that much time. Like she's a busy person. So he can't even get none every night of the week, he said.
Oh, he said that?
No, she was like that. But she was kind of like, I'm busy, so
I kind of like respect, and I know a lot of people have different opinions about this, but I kind of, can respect her being okay with the fact that she makes more money. I am curious, though, if that was something that she really was okay with. Or are you okay with it because now you're already on the show and you maybe thought that you would get somebody who wasn't, kind of. And honestly, I don't really feel like the issue is the fact that she makes more money. I just think will it allow her the lifestyle that she has accustomed herself to if they decide to have children?
Yeah. Because
he's very laxed in his approach and his decision making, where I think she's kind of like
goal oriented and
and she would kind of like want to know where this is. What's the plan?
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that she really didn't want to part with. We were laughing about the meetups feeling staged. So who meets up this week? Olivia and Brett with Amani and Woody, which we were kind of like. They don't seem like they really would just be like, hey, come hang out. Like, knowing that...
Amani like, I really like them. I like Olivia and this.
Yeah, like, knowing that he's friends with Miles. Like, I would automatically assume that would be, like, who I want to hang out with. Yeah, not... Because, again, y'all all barely know each other.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really learned anything from them.
I think, but they're secretive.
Yeah, again,
they're secretive. There was a part where they were discussing the ratings of the relationship.
Oh, let's not jump to that yet.
Let's not jump to that yet. Okay. Well. Okay.
Go ahead. You're already here.
Because I don't know something about sex too. They didn't want to talk about.
They didn't want to discuss if they were having sex or not.
Oh, okay. That was it. Okay.
But yeah, they do the ratings thing.
Yeah.
And she rates him a 7.5. He overhears this. And I'm almost positive that's why his response was that this was like childish, and he wasn't going to reduce the meaning, like how meaningful a relationship is, to a number.
But they made it, the way they shot it and edited it was like, the way they edited it was that he said, I'm not going to rate our marriage, because it was the guys separated from the women. And he gave his rating. He's like, I'm not going to do that, just the meaning. And then as he's literally talking, he was like, "Oh, she gave me a 7.
She gave me a 7.5. Like,
man, I thought we was at least 35. Like,
homeboy's feelings was hurt, and then that fight gets worse because she's like, "Are we okay? Like, what's going on?" Because she doesn't know he overhears this, and he's like a
jerk.
Moving
around.
Yeah, a whole jerk. Man, I'll tell you. Whole jerk. Which is not a great way to communicate in a relationship. Right, honey?
And that's her biggest thing. She wants to communicate. Like, I want to do this thing. Communication.
And she did great with, like, trying to, like, ask the right questions to get a response out of him that was, like, productive. And,
to try to end the argument or whatever.
Yeah. And it does suck that he let it go all night.
He did apologize in the morning, so.
He also could have said, "I don't want to talk about it tonight." And I feel like that would have maybe helped a smidge more, for me at least, than him being like, "Oh, no, I'm fine. Everything's good."
I say give him a little grace. He's married. He's newly married. He doesn't understand these things.
Okay. That's just you. All right.
Who would you like to discuss next?
Let's do Amani and Woody. Excuse me, guys. I'm nagging.
If Get Married was a couple.
Huh?
If Get Married was a couple, I'm still gonna say it. I mean, like, they just right now, like, this is why I don't care for the honeymoon episodes, because they're just. I feel like it's stereotypical couples. These are the couple. These the humping like bunnies couple. Like, they touchy feely. They in that puppy love phase.
Yeah.
They just got a flow. They're making everybody else jealous and look bad. Like,
I was going to say that we have the ends of the spectrum of, like, how people probably view what their relationship should look like, and you have them who are overly flirtatious and touchy feely, and then you have Henry and Christina, who you're like, y'all know y'all married, right?
Y'all sleep in the same bed? Do they even sleep in the same bed? They do.
Yeah, they do.
But she sleeps, like, on the edge.
Which has to, like, leave, I don't know, the thoughts in your mind of, like, am I doing something right or wrong here?
Yeah.
They're totally different ends of the spectrum. But one of the things that Amani brings up is having to realize that she's in a committed relationship now. And I guess kind of having to, like, remind herself of that and, like, kind of let her guard down a little bit, because this isn't the things that she's dealt with in the past. And she kind of, like, doesn't want him to pay for the people before him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else? I mean, I don't know. They was just chilling this episode.
Yeah.
They rated each other high.
They both said 9 for each other.
Yeah, and he's worried about when they move in, what it's gonna be like. That's the reason why I wasn't a 10. He was like, I gotta see how we live together.
Which is real.
Yeah.
But this is definitely different than living together.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did surprise her with, like, that romantic night. His last ditch effort to get the draws before they left the honeymoon. Woody, I'm telling you, bruh, I will give you a full blown apology when I'm wrong about all of these things. Lord, let me be wrong.
They good.
I think he was like, listen, we done showered enough together, and it ain't go down. Ma'am. Miles and Karen. So this is when he shares his clinical depression and how it makes him more emotional than other people.
Sorry. I'm fine with it. She made a big deal. I've never dated anybody with clinical depression before, and I guess because he made it seem so morbid. Like, he's like, there's gonna be bad days. Like, it was just like, he made it sound like it was like he had not like PTSD, but he just, I don't, maybe his depression is really that bad too. Like, he just made it sound really. She wasn't the person to say it to like that. And I'm not saying don't tell her, but the way he phrased it and said some things, if she wanted to back out today, I can see why.
I think he gave a pretty. I think he gave a pretty good description because I think that the world that we live in, I don't think people take depression in a way that they should, to know that there are highs and lows. And I think he really wanted to just prepare her. But Karen, I will give you an apology too at the end of the season if you prove me wrong. Her response, and not to say that she's not a genuine person, but her response was very like, there's cameras. I don't want to get canceled for this. So let me answer this in a way that I will not make myself look bad.
Definitely did.
Later.
She definitely was like, okay. First, let me say thank you for sharing your...
Right. But again, her getting to know him through social media prior to the wedding and the reception, like, I'm really curious what box she put him in terms of the type of person that she thinks that he is, as it is. And then now to know, like, does she kind of dismiss how he's more emotional than most people, or does she kind of feel confirmed in, like, this is not what I want, and I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
But now that he said this, I can't back out right now. I gotta, like, mess something up at home so people won't think it's because of the clinical depression.
They low key boring. I don't care for her. She I think she might make it harder on him than it needs to be.
And I don't think we've seen them, like, really kiss or...
They struggled in a hammock for a night.
Oh, yes. Which they didn't even, like, follow up on that. Like, how did they manage to sleep in that hammock?
She didn't look good. They was probably, again, it might have been just for show. Then again, I think she's going to make him work. Her response and coldness to him makes him feel like he got to work super hard. Like, they made friendship bracelets. Bruh, I ain't never made you a friendship bracelet. I've always showed you my love, but they're not even in the friend zone.
Maybe now they are.
We get a 4.5 out of me.
They're having a great vacation together. They did rate each other. Karen rated him a 6, and of course he rated her an 8.
Yeah,
because he be trying. Bull be trying real hard.
So hard. I feel bad for Bull.
I do. I definitely do.
And if this falls apart, I feel even more bad because he's gonna have all kinds of things knocking on his door. He gonna have people knocking on his door if they stay together. So she gotta tighten up. I just feel like people gonna think she don't treat him right. Because he seemed like a cool dude. He seemed like he would try.
Yeah.
He also do seem like he know what to say too. He seemed like a...
You think so?
Yeah, there's a way to be a gentleman about your game. That's probably why he had 2 monogamous relationships. You know what he doing.
So y'all just be... Not even trust you? Do you really even like me? You never made me a friendship bracelet. We not friends?
My hands don't work that well.
That's not even true. So I think last... No, I feel like we missed 2 couples.
We still gotta do Christina Henry and Amelia and Bennett. Amelia and her dude. Amelia and Scrooge.
Scrooge. Let's do them now. I don't think we really have much about...
She fell asleep on him in the fort. So it was their last night, and they was like, we've been talking about this fort. They're really... I hate to say this. They're a really cute couple. They just... Their quirkiness just goes together with each other. I don't think, like, you could... I don't know how either one of them had a relationship outside of this. Because they just talk about the most random of things.
Well, you can see because they maybe were almost meant to be. Because maybe that's why the rest of them haven't been successful. Because neither one of them had, like, each other to be super, like, quirky and... this is like who they really are. Yeah, like, it ain't no way you faking this for TV.
Yeah, but other than that, they brought up the move again, I think. Dang, I forget the deep conversation he was having with her in the fort that she fell asleep on.
I think it was like their life together after med school, maybe. I think some of the things he wanted to do, like as a family or something like that. And
she fell asleep. She fell asleep twice.
She fell asleep. I was mad he woke her up though.
Yeah, he was like, "You sleeping there,
bruh? You know you see her sleeping." They rated each other. He rated her a 10. And she rated him a 9, but I can't remember why. Because I definitely feel like she probably explained why she went with a 9.
They gonna make it, whatever.
We think they're gonna make it. We hope.
I mean, med school might be the only hiccup.
Yeah.
Med school might be
I am really curious as to when they actually have this conversation.
Maybe they don't make it on the show, but they stay close, and then 6 years down the line. I don't know.
That'd be the hope.
Yeah.
People like, well, maybe they can work through this and still make it together, but I don't know. I kind of feel bad. We don't really have much about them, but
they just dope. They just talk randomly.
Yeah. Christina and Henry.
They were the most active. I feel like they did all kinds of stuff. Like they were just doing activities, and I feel like they have to do activities because he doesn't talk much. So I feel like she has to keep him moving and keep stuff going on.
So she's not bored.
Or, yeah.
But this is when we learn that he realizes she's impatient and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, because they was at dinner or something like that, and it was, excuse me, there was something minor wrong with the food, but she kind of like, it's not an ask for it. Like she kind of made it a big deal.
Yeah, and he was not feeling it.
Yeah, he actually said something too. I think
he
kind of did.
He kind of did, yeah. Which I was proud of him. I was kind of surprised that he did. I definitely thought he was going to like talk around it because it was really weird how the producers kind of stepped in and was like, "Is there anything you guys want to talk to each other about or something?" They I forget how they worded it, but it was definitely more like a.
But it shows you that the producers be there all the time doing stuff. They just kept this part in, but they be egging everything on.
Well, I mean, it could have also been like a waste of cameramen if they were both sitting there not saying anything. It could have been one of those moments too, but it was like, we need B-roll.
We could be getting B-roll. This over here.
We need footage, y'all. Can y'all talk about something?
They went, what's the joint you stand up and paddleboard, maybe? I think it's paddleboard when you stand up on the surfboard.
I think so.
They did that.
And he loved it.
He never did it before. He was out there grooving. He left her. He was on his own thing. She didn't fail. I thought I've seen the clips of her fall and him not going back. I definitely thought that was going to be a problem, but it doesn't seem to be.
No.
She was just excited that he was, out there grooving and doing his thing. But again, I think that was it for them.
No, it wasn't actually. So, she rated him a 5. He rated her a 7. They do. Woody talks to him to be kind of like, you should make a move type of thing.
Oh yeah, he's like, she feeling? He's like, yo, she feeling.
Yeah, she's just waiting for you to make the move. So I kind of am glad that he did say that to see if it would help. But the big kicker was Christina goes to Olivia to say that she thinks Brett is a douche. Yeah. And she basically is like, based off of the behavior that he's exhibiting and the fact that he had he had a whole issue with like the rating thing. It was kind of like just do it and just have fun. She was like, I'm looking out for you. And Olivia definitely did not take to it like how.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I get it.
It is
I
tough
don't care
because
for how Christina said. Like Christina came off like there's a way you could have probably hinted that you want to have a conversation and then kind of felt the person out to see if they wanted to help. They wanted your advice or not.
Nah, that doesn't seem like her personality.
Oh yeah, that's not her personality. I'm saying that's why she got the response she got.
But also, I think that this is where you see a little bit more of her personality to know that like maybe that felt traumatic for her. Like, and I hate to overutilize the word traumatic, but like maybe it was like a trigger for her to be like, this is like I remember when I went through something like this with somebody and how bad it ended, and I don't want to see another woman go through this. But because, again, they're all practically strangers. This is still only like week 1 of everybody knowing each other, much less the couples. I can see how that can be hard to know somebody's personality and how they would take it. But kudos to Christina for speaking up on the behaviors that we are all watching with you, Christina, and we all think that Brett's a bit of a jerk. Maybe not all of us, but we do too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the one big interesting thing I think from this episode. So I think next week they're all moving in together. Honeymoon's over.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they said that everybody moving in together. You know how that goes.
No, I meant like the couple's going home.
They're going home, but who knows if they're going to all move in together?
I will hope that. So last season they had all of the couples living in the same apartment complex, which I kind of think that would be nice if they did that again this season, especially given the fact that they're going to end up in quarantine, because then it kind of gives you other people to do this quarantine with. So yeah, should be interesting.
Can't wait.
Did our ratings change in any of the couples? No. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.